The official average price for a new vehicle in November reached $48,247, reflecting a month-over-month increase of less than 1%. As for electric vehicles, their prices experienced a slight uptick in November, reaching $52,345, up from the revised figure of $51,715 in October. Interestingly, EV incentives hit their highest point in 2023 at 8.9% of the average price, significant increase from the less than 2% recorded a year ago. That is significant. So this director of strategic planning at Cox Automotive noted, quote, in recent months, the possibility of price parity between EVs and traditional internal combustion engine vehicles have become more apparent. Factors like newer products, increased discounts, all have contributed to lower average EV prices even before potential tax incentives. Just a year ago, she says, the premium for EVs over ICE vehicles exceeded 30%, but today it's less than 10%, end quote. So the widespread application of discounts, incentives, rebates led to a reduction in the average MSRP of vehicles to 98.3% in November, marking the lowest level since April of 2021. However, it is worth noting that the average MSRP still increased by nearly 1% compared to the previous year. Incentives saw further growth in November, reaching a new high for 2023 at 5.2% of the transaction price, surpassing the 5% mark for the first time in over 2 years. Just a year ago, the average incentive package was 2.2%. Among the 35 brands analyzed by Kelley Blue Book in November, 16 experienced year-over-year price declines, with the largest decrease recorded for Tesla at 20.5% down. Buick down 6.4%, Land Rover down 6%, Nissan down 5.7%. The largest year-over-year transaction price increases were observed for Dodge at 11.2%, Ram 10.5%, Audi 7.8%, and GMC at 7.8%. The luxury automotive segment saw remarkable performance last month with an 8.4% year-over-year increase in sales, which surged to almost 20% year-over-year. In fact, luxury vehicles accounted for over 20% of the U.S. market share for the first time. The boost in sales can be attributed in part to a 7.5% year-over-year decrease in the average price, thanks to an increase in inventory. In November, the average price paid for a luxury vehicle was $63,000 and change. Luxury brand incentives averaged 5.8% in November, showing an increase from 4.6% in October and 5.4% in September. Among luxury brands in the Kelley Blue Book database, Tesla, Buick, Land Rover, Volvo, and Acura experienced the largest declines last month. What's the income level of someone in middle class? Numbers from just a couple of years ago from the Pew Research Center defines the middle class as households that earn between 2/3 and double the median U.S. household income, which was $65,000 just 2 years ago. That's according to the U.S. Census Bureau. Are you in the middle class? Are you shopping for a car? I got some interesting numbers here about vehicles, 6 of them, that the middle class just can't afford anymore. Thanks, dealerships. Number 1, the Ford Mustang, one of the last cars that Ford makes. MSRP in the Ford Mustang in the low 30s. This is the emblem, really, of American muscle, right? You think Mustang, you think muscle car, and you think Ford. The base model EcoBoost Coupe is probably within the grasp of at least some middle-class buyers, based on definition, but it goes up very quickly from there. If you want a convertible, for example, the base jumps to just over $39,000 for the starting price, which is hardly entry level. Okay, middle class. Honda Odyssey. Is it affordable? MSRP is $39,000, almost $40,000. Perhaps no vehicle screams middle class than a minivan, especially the Honda Odyssey. While many buyers still cringe at the thought of owning one, they're very practical for families. There's no arguing that they are the best ways to get your family around, haul your stuff, get from point A to point B. Soccer moms, mom taxi as they call them. I fit in that category too because I'm driving kids around all the time. This is a reliable, spacious vehicle. Starting price around $40,000. It's become, although unaffordable for a lot of middle-class families, which that's the wrong direction to go in. Nissan Pathfinder. I have a relative who bought one of these just last summer, $38,000. It's a popular vehicle, especially over the last couple of decades. You don't want a minivan, you go for one of these. Seating and cargo, little trade-off. It's a classic mid-range SUV. Price doesn't really reflect that. Again, closer to 40 grand for the base model. If you go for the Platinum, which is what my relative bought, it starts just over $50,000, so kind of out of reach. F-150, the heartbeat of America, the most popular vehicle sold for 175 years. I'm kidding. Top selling vehicle for over 4 decades. Iconic as an American truck, right? Long seen as an affordable, used to be seen as an affordable mid-range option for the F-Series. You got the heavy duty, the the 450s, but the price today of 40 grand, not really that. I mean, that's not bad for, nowadays they're 48 grand is the average new car price. I don't know why this is on the list. 2 more here. One I'm not sure about, the BMW 3 Series. Middle class driving one of those. If you want to look like you've got money, buy one of these and go in debt with maintenance. 45, 46 grand. Higher end luxury vehicle. Never really been viewed as middle class. I think the luxury automaker wants to be considered a little higher than that. Still within the realm of possibilities for the average household if you want that, which I'm not sure. I don't know. I wouldn't go with it. But starting price of 45 grand, I don't know. Not that great. I'll give you one more here. The Audi A4, $42,000, $43,000. It might just be too small, though. It could be a good one for a first-time luxury buyer. Got a good blend of performance, sophistication, but maintenance will be a problem. It's considered as reasonably priced for what it offers, but the problem is that a lot of people can't really float that price range. I mean, they can, but you have to sacrifice, again, maintenance, in my opinion. So those are some that really don't fit the middle class anymore. Do you agree? I mean, I still go for the minivan. I know I'm at that age where that seems like a practical option, and based on fuel economy, based on space, comfort, entertainment value for the kids in the back seat, technology, it's not that bad of a vehicle. I don't know why that's on the list, but they say it's not really affordable for middle class anymore. Agree, disagree? Comment below. Today's video is brought to you by the Cold Plunge. Use discount code DAVE150 at checkout at thecoldplunge.com. Immediately save $150 off your purchase. That's DAVE150 at thecoldplunge.com. There's also a link below this video.
One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.